Good day, everyone, and I am back. It's already here, and I took. Well, it's been a while since my uh, last YouTube video. So yeah, I've just been really busy with work, and you know, so yes, actually a couple of weeks ago. So but now I'm back. But I've been playing Football Manager a lot, which I've done a lot of saves. Just haven't really like doing series this but do. Um, Recently I just downloaded on it's on Sorted Out. See, I'll post the link on the bottom. I'm just actually gonna drop this down, but I'll post the link on the bottom in the description. It's a it is a World Cup database on Sorted Outsy. Basically, it's I don't know, I'm not sure how we did it, but you start when the World Cup starts, and at first it had all the actual groups, of all the group stages of each team and all that. But okay, what's going on here? It had all the group stages, as you can see, it's all the natural groups. Unfortunately, the fixtures aren't all the way, but but that's how it is. It's the actual World Cup. So I said, you know what, I'm going to give this a go, and with my host nation Australia, see what I could do. But the one just recently came out that it has all the actual rosters on it. So if you go to like Cameroon or Brazil, okay, something is going on here. It's just taking a while to load each page. But yeah, so it's got all the real rosters. So this is what I'm gonna do. Obviously the World Cup's on now. I've been watching, and you know, unfortunately for us, obviously we're not going to get out of the group, which I guess was obviously expected. But we have played some really good football, and not to mention, I mean, Timmy Cahill's just unbelievable, and that goal was, in my opinion, the goal of the tournament so far. So that was absolutely top draw. Um, so I just said, you know what, I'm just going to try this and put on a YouTube series, and hopefully people will watch. If not, that's fine. But yeah, so I haven't picked the roster because obviously now it's the actual team. So what I'll do is in this video, it's just kind of an introduction, obviously, but I'll just name who obviously our key players and whatnot are, and then I'll also just set a tactic. I've all through FM, obviously I've done an international with Australia. I've kind of stuck to the same tactic, which has worked okay at times, but obviously we're in a very tough group, so we'll see how it goes. But and how I'll do it as well, guys, is a game an episode. So for sure it's going to be I guess the introduction plus the 3 group stage games, and if we could get out of the group stage, then who knows? But so far it's a 4-episode series, which it's okay. But now, yeah, let's go through the team here. I'll start in net. Obviously, Matty Ryan. He's probably going to be my starter. That's the one thing about this Australia team from previous. It's a very young team. Obviously with Timmy and Bresciano, the 2 oldies. 34 there. And Matt Mackay. It's a bit surprising. Other than that, all the other guys are under 20. Under 30. So and there's a lot of guys even under 25 as well. So but yeah, so the goalkeepers, Matty Ryan. The end of the season in Belgium, he's renamed the best goalkeeper in Belgium. He's going to be my keeper. I think in the first 2 games in the World Cup, he's done all right as well for us. Obviously, that game against the Netherlands was a bit. It was a tough goal to give up, considering the circumstance. But he's a young player. He'll learn from it and get better. That's Langerack, Borussia Dortmund. Probably have a decision to either play one of those 2 guys in the first games, and Eugene Galakovic at Adelaide. He'll probably be my 3rd string keeper. So yeah, I think that's how it will go. The defenders, um, Jason Davidson, he's going to be my left back. He's really grown. He's probably going to be our next full-time left back now after his performance. That's how it will be. Mark Milligan. If I decide to play him, I'll probably be in a defensive midfield role. I've kind of been thinking I want Sporanovic and Ryan McGowan in central defense. Pardon me. Because Ryan McGowan on set pieces, look at his long throw there. He's down 18 for long throws. So on set pieces, especially a long throw, throw it in the box. That's kind of like a corner, right? So good. But that's who I probably will with McGowan and Sporanovic. Bailey Wright as well. He's actually doing. He's a young kid. It was actually pretty good to see him named to the roster. I might give him a time. Ivan Franjic, I'm going to play him on the right back. Mainly because Ryan McGowan's the other guy that can really play there. But he'll be the man. I'm actually a bit surprised. Wilkshire wasn't selected for the squad. Considering Franjic was coming into the world injured. He was banged up a bit. But yet Postecoglou decided to go with Franjic and not have a backup plan with Wilkshire. Obviously, it kind of didn't pay off because, but we'll save that for another day. And of course, Melmac, I've also done well as well. He's the skipper of the team. He's going to be my midfield, ball-winning midfielder. I'll do probably. Massimo Luongo coming off the bench. I think he was at Tottenham before Luongo. He didn't play any time, obviously, but it'll be good now to see him get some playing time with Swindon. I'm not sure how we're going to do it. Obviously, Adam Taggart, I'll probably play him up front and have Timmy in behind him. Matthew Leckie in this World Cup is just. The guy is, he's not a really, it's just like the pace is. This guy's a quick player. I wouldn't be surprised after this World Cup. He's going to get picked up by someone. He's 5'11", but he's like Timmy. He kind of acts like he's a bigger guy out there, and he was just he was playing really well on the flanks. I'll probably have Leckie in there. Dario Vidicic, another player, another option. He's kind of more preferred behind the striker, which Timmy's the main guy for that position. So we'll see. That's it. Ben Halloran and Oliver Bozanic. This guy kind of had praise as well. He's a bit underrated in my opinion. I think he's a better player than this. I think I might give him some more playing time. James Troisi, another guy. All these guys pretty much from Troisi all the way down to Leckie pretty much could play on the flanks except Bresciano and Kale. So those guys I'll probably switch in. Even Matt Mackay can play in that position as well. So that's the squad. Obviously it's not filled with too many highly touted players, but unlike the Kuhls or Viduka or Schwarzer, although that was one thing. Would have been a pretty good idea to have Ryan Langerak and maybe Schwarzer in there in the World Cup. That could have been interesting. Kind of Schwarzer kind of guide them during the World Cup with experience. It would have been interesting to see, but obviously it didn't happen. So that's the team. Now we'll go to the tactics, and I'm going to set up the tactic for the squad here. I bet you I set up two tactics. What I do. So how I've done usually with Australia is two tactics. It's kind of obviously with the group we're in, we're going to have to be a bit concerned That's just one tactic I kind of dislike. I mean, you got your fullbacks, you got kind of clogs this up. One guy's a ball-winning midfielder or an anchor man, and this guy's either a deep line playmaker or a drifter, which I kind of prefer. And then these two guys are two wingers, and then of course the striker and the attacking midfielder. That's just the kind of tactic I like. Going balance and counter. So for the striker, whether it be Timmy or Taggart, advancing forward, put wingers, defensive midfield. Is this one? Wouldn't it? I think I'll use as a ball-winning midfielder, and this guy will be a deep line playmaker. That will probably be Bresciano in that position. So we'll keep it that, and that seems to be good there. Now, how I usually like for the wingers is, the right midfielder will be either Lecky or Halloran, which those two guys I kind of want to be up pushing against the play. So I want them on the attack, and I want the support, which will probably be Bosnich or Troisi. Those three guys can kind of play in that support role on the other side. And yeah, defend I want with Franjic. His crossing wasn't that great. And Davidson as well. I think maybe at this time I'll leave it at automatic, but maybe after the first game, considering how they do or not, I'll just maybe put one on defend and the other on support or something like that. But that seems to be pretty good there. I hate when you do this. So now let's go to the set pieces, and for the corners, obviously we don't have too many key guys that can do corners. Let's put Bosnich both sides. Dario Vidicic. I'm just putting Dario on the second part because I'm not sure how much playing time he'll get. So we'll just see there, and Bresciano, put him there. Troisi, sure, why not? I don't really care too much about the preferred foot because we either in swing or out swing or right, so it doesn't really matter. Now we want one guy to come in for the attack. Defenders, forwards, want him to mark. If that be Timmy or not, I don't know. Let's go 6 yard or no. Let's do penalty area. We want one guy to go up top too. Actually, let's drum that head. And then this will be a near post. Actually, what I'll do is, if that'll be either Taggart or Timmy in the challenge keeper. So what I'm going to do is, this will be Timmy probably here. And let's go far post, because quite honestly, guys, we want to utilize Tim Cahill as much as we can on all these set pieces, because as everyone knows, he's a champ in the air. I mean, so that's something I'm going to want to really utilize a lot. I think that's pretty good, because if this ball comes in here, these guys can be here. If the ball gets cleared out, this will probably be hopefully Jedinak or Bresciano. Both have really good long shots, so we'll keep it at that. And for the in corners, usually I like just having the guy drop in more, kind of crumples it up a bit more. Let's go Miller, Jedinak, both. Tommy Orr. And Dario Vidicic is doing pretty good on these frees. Yeah, let's put Troisi as well. So yeah, let's put one more up. Let's go for best header again. That'll be Timmy, so we'll obviously look for him for the ball. And the other one I kind of like to do is just cross center. I mean, it's across the center, anyone can get at it, so it'll be good to see. Defending free kicks, so I kind of leave it at that. Now we go long throws, and this is what I was talking about, Ryan McGowan. Look at that, 18 for long throws. So pretty much whenever we got a long throw of this side near the attacking third, yeah, it's pretty much a corner, because he's just going to huck it in there. So that's what I'm going to prepare here. Let's go here. Want him to switch. That's a bit of a gamble putting one there, but we want to do a long throw. So there we go. Let's get on the other side. I'm actually going to drop the striker into here though. And then Timmy will be in there. And a long throw. Obviously, it's a bit of a risk, but yeah. Let's have Tim, Jelinek. The thing with penalties too, I like looking at is the composure, which Massimo Luongo, obviously, and even Taggart. I mean, sure it's 10 penalties, but composure, they can do it in front, right? So that's pretty good. Yeah, actually, you know what? I'll put Taggart there. Same with Bosnich. I mean, that's another one. Put Matt Mackay there. Or Mark Milligan, pardon me. So there we go. And that's the first tactic. And usually, like for this one as well, is retain possession, play out of defense. Obviously, you want to hit crosses and float them in. I actually play narrow as well. Hassle opponents, use tighter marking. And considering we're Australia, obviously we're not the most technical players. We have some players that can do well, but in this instance, I mean, I want to try and utilize as much of Lecky and Orr as possible, or Bosnich, whatever one. So I'm just going to use attacking the flanks as well. Those guys. So this is how I'll probably set up. Timmy here, Adam Taggart, Bresciano. Even though it's kind of out of position, that could be good. I kind of wanted to push up here as well. Matthew Leckie on this attacking flank. Well, first off, I guess we want Matt Ryan in net. Ryan McGowan, I want to put him in Spranovic. I think Spranovic, obviously, it's not too well for Spranovic. Marking is 12, heading is 12. What's Alex Wilkinson? Marking's 14, heading is 13, so that's pretty good by Wilkinson considering to Spranovic. Actually, you know what? I think I might stick with Wilkinson. Give him a go. Ivan Franjic on the flank, Davidson on the other flank, and Miller Jelinek in the middle. So Tommy Orr, I think we'll start him out, but I really want to get Bolivar Bosnich in there because in other saves on FM I've bought him, and he's great. I mean, he may be a 1.5 there, but I think he's a really good player, and he will be a good player for us in the future. So there we have it. There's the tactic. Obviously, I'm going to do some player roles and tactics as well, but I won't show it on here. I'm actually going to also do another tactic here that I always do. Go through this quickly. And this is obviously just another defensive type of tactic. I mean, it's a 4-5-1. I mean, let's face it. I mean, we're in a tough group, so we'll just leave it at that. This time it's a tough one to be on rigid. Actually I'll stay on balance still. Counter. This will be an advance forward. Winger. And defensive midfielder. Let's do this ball-winning midfielder. Actually, you know what? Since I have 5 in the back, what I might do is maybe have this as a Rudrista. He's also, it's a deep line playmaker kind of. So I'm going to use that. Hopefully Bresciano or someone. Again, let's use this as support. And considering this is kind of another one, I'm actually going to have Davidson join in on the support as well. And let's name this Oz D. So again, for corners, we want to utilize as much as Timmy Cahill as possible. So let's just keep going at what we're doing. Far post. Yeah, that will be Cahill. This one I'm just going to put in the penalty area and see what it's like. That's going to be Tommy Orr. So there we go. Defending corners, we want Taggart to come back. Best header across the center. It's kind of funny that defense there. Actually, I'm going to change that up. Yeah, I think that should be good. Sorry, that keeps coming up. And again, I'm just gonna stick with the long throws. I mean, I think that's the best option. Tommy Orr in the middle. I think it's the best option for a long throw because, you know, obviously, you know, we're in a tough group, like I said. So it's, I mean, you know, this is gonna be a tough little series. I think it'd probably be four videos, but you know what? I'm just gonna give it a go. So there we have it. So those are the two tactics. The four, pretty much a 5-3-2, or else you could call it, or a 5-4-1, regardless. See over here, play out of the defense, early crosses. This one's going to be narrow. I'm actually also going to drop this one to be drop deeper as well. Starting marking, exploit the flanks. I just want to drop deeper because, you know, sometimes I think with drop deeper it actually is pretty good. Kind of defends more, but it leaves the other team to be able to do a lot. Which that could be a bit of concern actually. We'll go over that, but so yeah, that's the tactic. I think against the opening game against Chile, I'm going to use this one, and let's go on defending positioning. So yeah, I mean I think that's how I'll line up. So yeah, so I hope guys, you know, obviously this is the first video. For sure there'll be 4, but it all depends if we get out of the group stage or not. So I hope you guys really enjoy this. I hope I am. I mean, you know, right now in the World Cup, we're 2 losses, we're out, which, you know, it was a bit expected, but I'm proud in the way we're playing, and it's really fun to watch. So I guess what I'm saying is, I'll see if I could do better than the real Socceroos, eh? So yeah, I hope you guys will enjoy this. I hope, because I think I will, no matter how good we do or not. Yeah, so I'll probably post the next one up pretty soon here if I play it or not. So again, yeah, so hope you guys watch, and we'll see you for the next episode. Cheers.